Hey guys, how are you doing? Welcome to Friendship Shaving. I'm your host Mark. Thank you very much for joining me. And today I've got a shave with the Blackland Era. You can see it all put together on the windowsill. I have a Persona Lab Blue blade to put in there. The soap you can see on my old Hardlight brush. And today we are going old school with another fantastic soap from Moon Soaps. And I've put my pre-shave on, so we'll get straight into this. There we are, you can maybe see the writing on my very old brush, this one. It's the oldest one I've got. Well, I'm very glad to be here with a shave today. What a day I've had. I hope you've had a good day. This soap is fabulous. It is old school. Now I thought when I first smelled it that it reminded me, without knowing what the notes were, hindsight is always a wonderful thing, but it reminded me a little bit of a barbershop soap, and that's what I thought it was at first. But it's a lovely scented soap, and it has 3 scent ingredients in common with the Havana soap that I used the other week from Moon Soaps. So this one is tobacco, and that lies on top of the scent of vetiver, leather, mahogany and sweet vanilla. You can certainly smell the sweet vanilla and the tobacco. It's a cured tobacco as well, but it's a sweeter tobacco, I think, than the Havana. So there are some similarities, but an entirely differently scented soap. But boy, that's 2 from Moon Soaps that I really like, so I was very pleased to get those samples. Now, let me show you the Blackland Era, which sells for $75. It is produced using what they call 3D printing, and if you are expecting a polished shiny razor like this, that is not what you are going to get. This one has a dark satin finish, and I can't quite catch the light there, but there are marks in the top where the printing process has taken place, and similarly, maybe you can see down here, similarly on these edges of the head cap, there are those printed lines. The head and guard plate are printed using 3D printing. I'll talk about that a little more. There is the guard plate, got the number 3 guard plate. And on the back side of that, it says Blackland USA Level 3. So we'll put this all together with the Persona Lab Blue second use. And it all fits together very nicely indeed. And it ends up looking like that, and it is a very nice looking razor. They use the 3D printing process, which is, it's that first excited me about this razor. I watched a video about the printing process, and it got me hooked. But what I didn't realise is that it would be I didn't realise it would have the printed marks on it. You know, it's a bit like when you get a CNC printed razor and it still has the marks on it. Sorry, a CNC machined razor. So it's a bit like that, and I must admit, at first, I wasn't very keen on the finish at all. But actually, I've come to like it. It is a darker finish than, I've got my Zoria razor here, which is a satin finish. There are no marks on that, so it's not been polished up to that level. It's a level beneath that, which obviously saves money. You know, it must cost a lot of money to hand machine a razor. So what this new process allows me to get is a Blackland razor made in the USA for $75. Now when it came to me, the cardboard box on the inside was a little bit flimsy, and the weight of the razor basically trashed the inside of the box. So I was in touch with Shane from Blackland Razors, and he's getting a new reinforced box on the way to me. So you know, they've obviously had an issue with that and decided to reinforce that box a little bit, which is good news, because of course having a box with the razor does affect its resale value, but I think if you like the finish, this would probably be a razor that you keep. I'm finding it very nice indeed now. It's a great shave. And while I've been jabbering away through the first pass as easy as you like, this number 3 plate is very, very nice for me. It's almost perfect. I would like to have a go with the number 2 plate just to see what that's like. And my friend Sven has a number 2 plate, so he will lend that to me at some point, and we'll be able to have a comparison shave perhaps with the number 2 and the number 3 plate. But all in all, I've started to enjoy this razor very much indeed. It's yet another very good razor. I've had a few lately. There was an interesting section on the website where each plate is given marks for efficiency, blade feel, smoothness, that sort of thing. So the number 3 plate, now it says that it's marked a 5.5 out of 10 for efficiency. Now I think it's way more than that, and it made me wonder if the razor they were comparing it to was a very aggressive razor. And it sort of raises that question, doesn't it? Is it an effective razor or is it an aggressive razor? Well, I think it's an effective razor for me. I've only used it a few times. I'm late to bring it to the party. Because I had other razors to look at, but I would say it's an 8, maybe an 8.5. For me, it is an effective razor. Yeah, an 8, I think. So, on blade feel, it's marked as a 4 out of 10. I don't know if I agree with that either. There is a tiny, tiny little bit of blade feel. I mean, hardly anything. Now, I don't like a razor with a lot of blade feel, so, you know, this suits me, that's all I can say about that. But I suppose 4 out of 10 isn't a very big number, really. And definitely on my neck there is a little bit of blade feel. Not much at all. Smoothness, they mark it as 8.5 out of 10, and I'd agree on that. It's a really very smooth razor, and it's just very nice to use because of that. Now, when they print this, they use powdered stainless steel. I mean, can you get your head around that? They use a layer so thin of powdered stainless steel, and then they put an additive in that, and they print from that, and then they lay another layer down. I don't fully understand the technical aspects of it at all, but to me, that's a fantastic thing. That's what I got really excited about. So as I say, there is a little bit of, you know, I hesitate to use the word rough because it's not. It's smooth on your finger. But there are some, like that bit there, you can see the sort of printing marks, but the very edge of that, and the edge of the guard bar here, all the shaving, all the areas that are important for shaving are CNC finished after the printing process. So well, it's just a really, really nice razor, and I absolutely applaud Blackland razors for trying something completely different. There was over 2 years in the planning, apparently, according to their website. So you can see I'm using it against the grain without any problems at all. I have seen, by the way, one of these that somebody has polished the top plate and the handle, and it looks really nice. Maybe in the summer I'll get a cloth out and just start polishing the top while I'm sat outside in the nicer weather. It sings a bit, this razor. What I particularly like is the handle, actually, guys, and it's a strange thing. I mean, the handle is just CNC machined, but it comes with these nitrile rings, these sort of rubberized rings that you can just slide on, which I've done. You don't need them on there to make the razor grippy. It's perfectly grippy without them, which is how it comes. But I think when you put them on, somehow it elevates the razor a little bit. I just really like the look of that. It's beautifully balanced. The balance point is exactly about there. I'm not going to let go, just in case I get it wrong and crack the sink. But it's a beautifully balanced razor. And that shape at the top of the handle there, that's what I like, because straight away you can identify this as a Blackland razor just by the shape of the handle. And there we are, that is a 3-pass shave, as easy as you like. I have found with this that this darker, less polished finish seems to mark a bit easier than my other razors that are more polished. So the other day I just forgot I rinsed it, but I forgot to wipe it down afterwards. There was a little watermark there. I mean, obviously all I had to do was wet that again and rub it on my towel and it came off straight away. But I don't notice that so much with my other razors. But that is the Blackland Era. I'm sure you've seen other videos on it. And it's a razor made in the USA for $75. So that, you know, that's a good thing, isn't it? You know, I think we need more industries to produce in our own countries, so to speak. But yes, there we are, the Blackland razor. Now, today I have got some L'Oreal Men Expert to use as my aftershave. I should say, talking about that blade feel, I definitely feel, yeah, 4 out of 10 I think, the blade feel. I think they've got that right. It's after the shave that I feel I've really had a close shave and I can feel nothing untoward. I mean, I don't need alum or anything like that, but as I say, I would like to try the 2, but this 3 plate is very, very nice for me. So I'm using the hydrosensitive that I got in the post the other day. Kindly donated to the den. It's nice, this. Sting's a bit going on. It smells fresh. Now, efficiency. Yeah, 7.5, 8 out of 10, I think. Anyway, a very nice razor. Of course, it's all entirely subjective, isn't it? When you mark a razor for efficiency or or any other aspect of its performance, but suffice to say it is a very nice razor. And just before I sign off on this week's video, can I just say thanks very much for taking part in the surprise video. If you've not checked that out, it's the giveaway video that I put out on Monday, and an amazing number of people have been interested in that. I will announce the winner a week today. So next Friday the winners will be announced for the 2 boxes that I'm putting out. And you know, when you have a giveaway, you do wonder sometimes if people will appreciate what you are offering. I'm very pleased to say that you do, so thank you very much for taking part. I have for over 3,500 subscribers now, just over. So if you haven't subscribed yet, well, I would love you to do that. But just for watching the channel and being a part of my experience and joining me today and being a part of this show, thank you very much indeed, guys. I really appreciate it. Now, take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon. I'll see you next time around, in fact. Bye-bye now.